Hello guys, and welcome to Showtime number 8, Newbie Night. I am Highflyer15.
And I'm Behemoth.
And we are taking another look at the best moneymakers in the, premium division. So, we're gonna take a look at the T34, the Löwe, and the Superpershing. Because, they're the most, what do you call it? I would say the best, because if you choose the IS-6, then you have to deal with some dreadful accuracy and aim time and all that jazz. Wouldn't you say?
These are the easiest money makers.
Yeah. But we'll start out with the T34, and if you've played any of the mid-tier Americans, not mid-tier, okay, tier 7 and tier 8, then you'll know exactly what you'll be getting with this one, except you'll be getting a lot more penetration and damage. Of course, to a lower rate of fire, but that is to be expected from a premium tank. But you get exactly the same thing, almost, as on the T32, which is insane turret armor, and the rest pretty easy to penetrate, but still the front can bounce a lot, just like the T32 does, annoyingly enough.
It is very well sloped.
Yep, I always seem to bounce on it, even when I'm certain. I'm like, I got you, mister. Pling.
Yeah, but it's a way easier target than shooting at the turret of the tank.
Yep, you should almost never shoot for the Kubola on top of it. It always bounces. Whenever I try to shoot for it, I always bounce. Which isn't the case on the T34. It is actually pretty easy to penetrate that Kubola on top of it.
You can really see it from the front, really good.
Yep. On the T32, it's to the left on the tank, and yeah, it's just much more annoying to hit.
Isn't the Kubola a bit bigger on the T34 than on the T32?
I think it is. I don't really have it in my garage, but I actually think it is. But let's get into a game and just show it off.
Yeah.
We don't just speak about statistics.
Want to see the thing?
Yes. Invites only. Yeah, Math invited.
Yes. Here we go.
And there you go. And Poltum, no, I don't have a special crew on it. I just I got it for free when it was a tier 9. I just played a lot of it because it was actually a pretty decent tank. It wasn't bad at all. It had great rate of fire compared to the other tier 9s, and you could really take advantage of that. So I was actually really sad to see it go, but getting a free premium tank, couldn't complain about that really.
And an increased credit income for it.
Yes.
Isn't that bad, actually?
Yep. Let's just meet in the... It's a good thing you took a very fast tank. Let's see who gets to the middle first.
Yeah.
We can compare it already now to a medium tank.
Well, the Superpershing isn't actually a medium tank, in my opinion.
No, it's a heavy tank, but it is classified as a medium.
It is classified.
It's classified. Ooh. I'm in the center.
You're a bit faster than me.
What's your top speed, actually?
I'm driving 28 kilometers per hour now.
34 was the maximum here. So as you can see, it's not a very slow tank. The I think it's the Tiger 2 that has. Wait. Okay, I just remember the Auspeed being faster than the Tiger 2, so I might be thinking wrong here. But it's actually quite a fast tank. It's not super mobile when you have to turn and reverse, but the controversy Our turret traverse is of course not that great either, but it was great as well on the tier 9. It really had to be nerfed because it could really catch up to any tank nearly back when it was awesome.
So we'll look about the armor. Let's see where I can penetrate with this gun. It's about 240, nope, 170 penetrations, 240 damage. So let's see on the gun mantle. Not at all.
No.
Red marks everywhere for me. On the cheek of the turret. Nope.
Nope.
Let's see. Can I hit the cupola?
Yes.
I can.
Ah, you killed my commander.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It is a pretty difficult target to hit because if you hit it in front of it, you're gonna bounce.
Yep.
And also on these sides, it's not that big of a problem to penetrate. Just hit it on the star here, and it will penetrate.
Yeah. Don't hit it in the back area.
No,
because
never.
that is where the most of the armor is, you know, collected in a big bunch. So shooting from afar.
Mostly
or
the hatch on the back of the turret is mostly not well armored, but you will never penetrate this.
No, just a big lump of metal.
Can I penetrate the back of the turret right here? No. I shot right under the hatchets.
Yeah.
In the turret, and it just bounced everywhere.
Yeah. It's a little weird. On some tanks, if you shoot it directly where it's the most sloped, and the shell flies either up or down into the turret or the hull, then it deals damage, but it didn't here.
Not in this.
Nope.
Okay, frontal armor. Can I penetrate it from 20 meters away? Okay. Yes, I can.
Yes.
Of course, if you lower hull, let's see.
Yes, you can.
Cannot. Yeah, you have the small machine gun turret on the front.
Yeah, it is not as well armored or sloped as the T34.
The side armor is just very, very weak. You can penetrate almost everywhere.
Nope.
And
there's no spaced armor.
And on the rear, you can put it on fire. Mostly, you just shoot it straight in the little.
Not this time.
Not this time, but you mostly can set them on fire if you aim straight at the roster on the rear.
You won't set me on fire.
Well, if I shoot you now, you can die.
I'm dead. But for people who haven't driven the American tanks, again, stressing out the huge armor on the front, I'm just gonna go in hull down mode, and you can try and shoot me. And this is the positions that you should be going for in almost on all maps. Find some wreckage or things that can prevent the people from seeing your lower hull, because that's where Behemoth penetrated each and every single time on this one. Can't really show it off, but most of the tank should be covered, apart from the Kubola, which he, of course, if he was clever, would be aiming for.
Yeah, but when I'm going for long distance shots, I will probably won't penetrate.
No. Aha. You hit my gun!
Yes, that's the only thing where it's green at me for me. So. Let's see for 100 meters. If we can still hit you right. Well, I can hit you in the gun, but
didn't do damage when it's.
I can see a bit of your hull.
Yep, you can try and see if you can get it down
there. Aiming
there.
for the bit just above the machine turret. Nope.
That part is very sloped.
Yes, I could. Right in the middle, I could penetrate it.
Yep.
But it's not reliable to do so.
No.
Let's try it again, and let's show the pros of this particular vehicle.
Starting. There we go.
So what is the T34 good for, Mr. Highflyer?
It is good for getting into the bigger battles because of the gun, the amount of penetration it has, and also the damage is not as bad as some would think with that rate of fire.
What is the penetration and damage for the gun?
The penetration is 170, no, 6, no, 48, 48, 248, and damage is 400.
400.
Yep. And that is why it does get into the tier 10, 9 games, unlike the Superpershing and the KV5 and the, what else, Type 59, simply because it's the only tank apart from the Löwe, and is the IS-6 also special matchmaked?
Yeah, the IS-6 also has special matchmaking for tier 8s, and
because of its small gun. Yeah, and so does the French new thingy, the FCM50T, 50 tons. And yep, well, it has all of the characteristics of a tank that could fight equally with tier 9 and 10, so that is why it doesn't get a favorable matchmaking, but you can still get into those tier 8 games and completely dominate most of the game and earn a big chunk of credits, like I did with in a game that's coming up tomorrow, and where I play with you and Lokastan on the Lakeville, where I earn 145,000.
And it was a new record for it. So.
Totally was. I'm actually just going to see just this shit. Nope, right in the eyes.
I have eyes now.
You look like an idiot.
Thank you.
But the T34 shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Even though it has the gun depression, I actually don't use it for climbing hills and stuff like that, like other fast assault heavy tanks. It's not an assault heavy tank, since well, the default class or tank for an assault is the IS-3 with the speed and the gun and the armor to bounce a few lucky shots. So, yep.
It is a good tank, but mostly for pocket games.
Straighten the gun.
Yeah. That's the thing about Superpershing. We'll get that later. But is the T34 pretty to
What?
Pretty easy to ammo rack from the side. If I shoot you right in the throat.
I actually never. Almost never have been
ammo racked on the rear, right here, I think.
It didn't hit anything, but in the time that I've been playing with it, I haven't been ammo racked that much. So it's not really a problem with it. It's not a thing like when I'm playing my T34, I get ammo racked all the time. I don't even have the big gun yet, so I do poop damage, and suddenly I do even less poop damage.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yep. So,
but the T34 is pretty easy to set on fire from the sides and rear.
Yep, it is. But in general, if I should buy a premium tank and I still want to, if you still want to get the challenge of getting into the higher tier battles, then the T34 is definitely a good pick. It's not
bottoms. Yes. Go on.
It's not really a great sniper like the Löwe is. The Löwe is surprisingly awesome at sniping, which is a little weird from when it's a premium tank. But it's just it doesn't have any, unless that you shoot the turret, then the Löwe doesn't really have. You can fire if you want to. Just try and find my ammo if you want.
Yeah, Bottom says it's right here on the front of the track.
The front of the track?
Yeah.
You think he means from the side?
From the side or really from the front, Bottom? From the side, okay.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well, not in the axle, of course, where you track the tank, but
just
nothing.
Nothing.
You can't ammo rack me even when you're trying. No.
Shooting just on top of the second axle. Moving on to the third.
No.
Other side. Let's see. We're trying to get his ammo rack. Where is it?
Well, if we can, well, now we won't find it because you have to get a very low average damage to keep me alive. Can you do it? You're not awesome enough. No, you couldn't. Well, to cap off the T34, it is a very it's a very good choice if you want to. I'm just gonna delete this room and get into the garage so I can check it out in the tech tree. And because to the price of 12,000 gold, we can see compared to the Löwe, it is a little bit cheaper, 500 gold, which isn't a lot at all. Because if you have to buy one of these, then you have to buy the, what was it, 14,200 gold package.
Yeah, let me check on it. 1 second.
Yeah. But even though you have to, when you have to buy such a big pack anyways, to get gold enough to buy either the T34 or the Löwe or the IS-6.
Yep.
But
the package you need to buy essentially is 14,500 gold, which is 50 euros.
Yeah. So it's quite expensive, but it pays itself off by earning you a lot of credits.
But, Mr. Highfly, isn't there a trick or something that if you only want the tank, not any excess gold, you can get it cheaper than paying 50 bucks for it?
Well, the T34, no, but the Löwe is a little bit cheaper in the gift shop.
Okay, that's a little trick for you.
Yeah, but if you keep your eyes out, keep your eyes open, then the T34 will be coming into the. It is quite often. I've seen it a few times in the gift shop, where you got a little bit extra to the same price. So if you just be a little bit patient, then
It's sure be on the gift shop.
Yeah, it should be coming up. But if you want a tank that does it, I think it's the biggest average damage because the IS-6 has the average damage of the same the IS-1, IS-2, the 340 or 90 390, and the T34 has an average damage of 400. So it is the biggest damage dealer, but again, it reloads pretty slowly, but it has the penetration and damage to make up for it. The aim time and accuracy, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. The aim time is a little bad, but if you get into
what you would
close
expect
combat,
with such a big gun.
Yeah. So I would recommend this one if you want to make some money and be sure to penetrate when you hit some of the bigger targets. And yeah, the view range is also it's not amazing, but it's decent. So if you just add a few things like coded optics or binocs, if you're sitting still a lot, or just some of the view range increasing skills like recon and situational awareness, then you should be good to go.
So, for the guys who already have T34 or really want it, what sort of perks or skills do you recommend on the crew?
Besides more view range, I would definitely go for the armorer with the on the gunner, because if your gun gets destroyed and you just repaired your track, then it's really necessary that you have some accuracy left on the gun. I have that, and I also have snapshot being made or trained, because snapshot snapshotting is obviously very easy in this tank, because I've been snapshotted a lot, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. I really love guys who do that. Really do.
Yep, but you shouldn't snapshot with it. But still, I'm training that skill just so I can aim faster when someone is showing up besides me. Other than that, I've taken repair skills, and adrenaline rush. I have one of them, but only because I had it picked when they first came out, and that's it really. So, and as you saw, we tried to find the ammo rack, but we didn't really. But I have safe storage on one of them. On
Maybe that
the Luca.
saved you from ammo rack damage then.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe. And on the driver, I just have smooth ride off-road driving, so I don't lose any acceleration when I'm driving in some dirt or grass. Or a smooth ride just makes the tank turn faster.
Oh, we have guys here saying in
Hmm.
chat that it's very easy to ammo rack if the tank is a bit angled. So guys who shoot at the tracks on an angle will go straight through the ammo rack.
Okay. You are not hitting the right spot.
I wasn't. I'm
No.
not really sure where to shoot for the ammo rack, but there's definitely one in the turret that I know of.
Fair enough. Well, that was the T34, and we're going to end part 1 here, and we'll be back with the let's switch it up. So we're gonna change to the Superpershing when we get back, and
Yes, my favorite tank.
your favorite tank. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. See you guys.
See you.